Hi, my name is Lynn Dang, and I am a sophomore community assistant. Thank you for watching our virtual share-out. You are about to see what the Oakland community assistants have learned over this past year. Oakland is an especially prominent neighborhood to the University of Pittsburgh because our main campus resides in it. So we know that the actions of the University of Pittsburgh can make an especially powerful and positive impact. Additionally, some fun facts about Oakland is that it was named for its oak trees, but today it has grown into a major cultural, academic, and healthcare center for the city of Pittsburgh. For me personally, being an Oakland CA was cool because the projects that I was working on directly impacted my fellow residents and fellow students. Keep watching to hear the rest of our stories.
Hi, my name is Morgan. I'm a junior and I was placed at Oakland Planning and Development Corporation where I served as a community outreach intern. My primary responsibilities included informing Oakland residents about relevant programming and community meetings, as well as inviting them to take part in OPDC's community survey. The most important thing that I feel I learned while working at OPDC is that in the shadow of large universities like Pitt, student off-campus living can often be quite disruptive to the makeup of a neighborhood. And that's why it's so important to have nonprofit organizations like OPDC, as well as neighborhood groups who can advocate holistically for the needs of long-term residents in partnership with the university whenever possible. I feel that my time at OPDC has also given me a greater vocabulary and greater confidence to articulate Oakland-specific issues to my fellow classmates. As for advice that I have for future CAs, I would just say that when you're heading to your placements, bring your professionalism, of course, but also bring your personality, because the nature of community-engaged work is such that you'll get to meet a lot of really awesome people who could be friends for a really long time.
Hi, my name is Lynn Dang, and I am a sophomore community assistant at the University of Pittsburgh. I was lucky enough to be placed at the Oakland Business Improvement District this year, which is located right in central Oakland on Atwood Street. From day one of my internship, I was welcomed with open arms by Georgia Petropoulos, the executive director of OBID, as well as the marketing and communications coordinator, David Perosi. As I interned under both of them, I learned so much about place-based economics, marketing tactics, and software such as Hootsuite, MailChimp, and WordPress, and I also learned a lot about interacting with business district constituents. It was a really interesting year for me to join OBID because I was able to interact with many stakeholders such as university officials, government stakeholders, business owners, and more. The most important thing I learned from my placement was to be flexible. Having a job that involves working with people means that you have to adapt. This experience made me passionate about community engagement, and I am excited to engage with all the other opportunities at Pitt. This experience not only made me a more empathetic person and opened my eyes to different perceptions, but it gave me the tools to know what I need to do to enact change. To future CAs, congratulations on being selected. You are going to have such an incredible year, and it will be challenging, but with adversity comes growth. I would give you the advice to remember your values and greater purpose when things get tough and when things are easy. I really enjoyed my time at OBID, and I am so grateful to be part of the CA program.
Hello, my name is Adejola Yekinu, and this year I was placed in school to career. I'd previously volunteered there as a student tutor, but things were quite different once I took on a full teaching role. I felt this opportunity really changed how I view community service in disadvantaged communities. This program really emphasized all the value, talent that's present in these communities, and that society sometimes tries to remove that. I think the most important thing I've learned from my experience this year has been that no matter your background, a passion to learn will bring us together. And for my future CAs, the most important word of advice would be for them to open their minds and their hearts to the communities that they serve. Thank you.
As you can see, our CAs really enjoyed their time in the community assistant program. And also the supervisors that we worked with really enjoyed our time too. And some of our supervisors said some things that showed our lasting impact on their organization.
Hello everyone, this is Georgia Petropoulos, practicing our social distancing and working from home. I want to put out a shout out to Lynn Dang, an amazing student who worked with us here at OBID for a year. We are truly going to miss her and her talent. I can't even begin to tell you what a huge help she was to us and how all of her efforts right now are paying off tremendously, benefiting the business district. Lynn spent a year helping us update our communication streams with all of our business community, making sure that we had their contacts from email to social networking to websites, all information, both snail mail as well as social networking and digital connections. And now at a time when our business district owners really need to be hearing about resources, hearing about opportunities, staying connected to us and to each other, I can't tell you how incredible it's been and how her work is paying off. Lynn, we're really going to miss you. You were that bright face, always always smiling, always in a great spirit and mood, connecting well with Obid and the team, David, myself, and Maida, and the board, and everyone who's enjoyed so much working with you. Thank you to the University of Pittsburgh. Good luck to Lynn and to her fellow team and to her fellow students in their endeavors, and we look forward for more better times to come.
Morgan was placed at the OPDC under the supervision of Jarrett Crowell, and he said that Morgan has always approached her conversations with a level of energy and optimism that got people excited, and that her infectious spirit always lifted him up. Jada Rossman was one of our CAs that worked at the Family House in Oakland with Leo Bake, who was her supervisor. Leo said that Jada Rossman was my CA for the school year, and she was really awesome to work with. I am most pleased by how willing Jada was to follow through with any of the tasks assigned to her. She kept comprehensive lists for me so that I would be able to continue with the work that she did while working for Family House. Jada made many networking connections for us, which raised the number of meals and volunteers in our houses pretty significantly. I feel like we were able to reach a much broader population of people since we had Jada working to gather more community resources. Thanks. A day, another one of our CAs was placed at the School to Career Center under the supervision of Carla Stallworth. She said about him that he was a compassionate mentor, a dedicated teacher, and a patient instructor. His instruction was always thorough and comprehensive, and a day established trust and respect with the students, which can be very difficult at the high school level. Ella Donnelly was another one of our CAs who was placed at the Oakland Transportation Management Association under the supervision of Mavis Rainey. Mavis said that it has been a wonderful experience, one that I certainly equate to have been assigned to work with Miss Ella Donnelly. Even as early as our initial phone introduction, Ella demonstrated a genuine interest in the mission of OTMA. Her sincerity, enthusiasm, passion for research, understanding of the complex dynamics of an urban environment, along with the execution of GPS mapping, masterfully developing new social media messaging for our core programs, confidently and competently staffing OTMA information table. I could go on. All have been invaluable. The many contributions that Ella has made to broaden the reach of the OTMA commuting alternatives and pedestrian safety messaging have resulted in a 30% increase in the outreach and visibility of OTMA on a number of social media platforms, which now includes Instagram. I hope that we are fortunate enough to have the opportunity to continue to work with Ella upon her return for the 2020-2021 University of Pittsburgh school term.
So that wraps up the Oakland CA Share-Out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you could see how impacted we were through this year of growth in not just our community engagement, but who we are as people. We are so grateful to be part of this program.